I'm trying to think where the fuck I was at.
You was in Spain, wasn't you?
I wasn't.
Or Italy?
Was I in Italy? Yeah, I was in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
But when did y'all do anything though? Because I was in Italy from the first.
I didn't do anything that weekend.
The weekend before the first. We had a game that weekend, didn't we? No. Bro,
I don't fucking know.
how can I not recall 2 weeks ago?
CTE.
No. Don't do that.
Time is flying.
Time is flying.
Time is flying. 2 weeks ago. Okay.
That is October 28th.
You know they say when time flies.
So Saturday was the shoot, content shoot. Oh no, Sunday was a content shoot.
Sunday.
Yeah.
What
The
content?
29th. Eval.
It wasn't on a Sunday. It was on a Friday.
Oh, I didn't switch it. So Friday was the shoot.
Friday was the shoot.
No, it was on Saturday because it was after the game.
Y'all were gone.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Saturday
Shit. That's
after
what
the
we
game,
did.
29th.
Oh, we had a freaking football game.
29th. What did we do on Sunday?
We had the game Sunday.
Yeah.
The national team game was Sunday.
Oh, it was on Sunday. Oh yeah, not Saturday, Sunday, right? So that was the 29th. Then Monday was the 30th.
Damn, I haven't had my weekend for like 2
We
weekends.
didn't do anything. We had
Didn't do
practice.
shit.
We had practice on Halloween.
I mean, yeah, but you're supposed to do something on like that Friday or
Yeah, I can do shit. Friday and then.
yeah.
There was parties going on in the city, but I didn't go to the city. I was still here too.
I gotta step out.
Yeah, you gotta step up.
Let me know. Let me know.
I gotta step out too.
Shut up.
No, this is when I step out.
Come on.
I hear what he did. Yeah, this is when I step out.
No, seriously, this is when I step out. Usually everybody gone.
We gotta do
So I had to
something.
step out by myself.
We invited this nigga to a house party. He didn't come.
We gotta do something too. I'm here until the 3rd.
Why didn't you come to the house party?
Because I didn't want to.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not gonna go for if I'm not feeling like doing shit, I'll be tired, bro. Like if I'm not feeling like being around people, I'm just not gonna be around people.
I feel you.
Like we around people all day. Like sometimes man,
I
personally.
don't want to clown you on here, but did you you brought your shoes to put them on during the pod, right?
Yeah.
The shoes.
I don't feel like putting them on.
I'm just asking. I just want to.
Why didn't you feel like putting them on?
Because I got big feet.
Oh, okay.
You know how much shit I gotta do to put shoes on?
Wow.
You just slide, you got me little ass size 8, you slide your foot in there.
I don't have a size 8. I got a size 12 and a half. 13.
Oh, my bad.
Size 8?
That's what it looked like. Look at this shit, look at yours.
My shit
Tim
was
is annoying, bro.
That boy can put his whole shit
Tim
in my
is
shit.
annoying. This nigga, everything is.
That nigga Grace see my foot. What the fuck was this? Look at it.
a big foot.
Motherfucker had me on Ancient Aliens. They did from the earth. What if?
That Tim still doesn't know who this guy is, but I was leaving my work in Budapest, and he said, "Hey, tell the big guy." I said, "Hey."
Tell the big rascal I said, what's up?
I don't know who the big rascal. I don't know nobody say, hey, big guy. I don't know.
He said, "Tell the big guy." I said, "Hey."
Bruh,
I said, "What?" He said, "The big guy, Tim." I've never seen this man in my life.
I never seen him either. Because I don't know.
Yo, speaking about ancient aliens, I heard something.
Ancient aliens.
Speaking about aliens and shit like that.
You don't know nothing about
Yeah,
this
you don't know
shit.
about
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not.
You're not cultured
Shit like
enough
that.
to
You're
know
not
about
cultured.
ancient.
But Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about time.
That's my guy right there.
And he was saying, bro, this shit kind of crazy.
Oh, now that we talking about that, I got something.
Ultimately, right, time only doesn't exist when you go as fast as the speed of light. I can't break it down verbatim what he was saying, but he was like, whenever people say like time doesn't matter, time only doesn't matter when you can travel the speed of light. Because he was saying when you can travel the speed of light, you will ultimately see the future unfold. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, as you're traveling the speed of light,
My science
your age, he's staying the same, but you're aging. That's the theory of relativity.
Right.
So he's gone. He see everything, kind of like the movie Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can see everything, but everybody's around him aging.
Right.
So that's kind of like when you live a lifestyle like ours, where you traveling and you travel and you travel, all of a sudden you go back home and everybody old. You like, damn. Like
when you moving fast, you stay young.
Yeah.
When you live that fast life in a way, you stay young. You see people, you just like, God damn, you age. You only been away for a year and a half, but their life is totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
think about people who like go to prison. They get out of prison. A lot of people still look young.
Mm-hmm.
They still young, and everybody outside got old.
Right. I thought that was a cool concept to think about. He was saying like when the light that we see, the light that goes off when stars died billions of years ago, some of that light doesn't ever hit anything. It's light going. When it hits something, that's when time starts. And we're now looking back to where that light hit to get to here.
shit like, yeah, with regards to that shit kind of cool.
Yeah, it's dope. But that goes to show you too, like energy, you can't destroy it. It's neither what? Created or destroyed?
No, can't create it, destroy it. Energy is energy. That's like you can actually feel it.
Mm-hmm.
If like you walk into, I was talking about this like where I'm from, Camden. It's a historical place. So you walk into some of these old houses, 140 years old, and you can smell and feel that energy in there. It's thick. You can feel it. Those old plantation houses and stuff, you can feel that energy. You go to Charleston, as soon as you go through there, you can feel it. You look to the right, you see the slave auction blocks. You like, man, this is real.
That's the same stuff when I went to Auschwitz in Poland.
Yeah.
Auschwitz, bro, you feel that heavy death, sorrow, sadness. It's wild.
You can kind of like see the movie running through your head of these people you never met before, but you can kind of see it happening as they're explaining the stuff. And it's, man, you think about how sick and crazy that is.
Shit's wild.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I mean, we kind of was talking about it, like the war going on with everything happening.
You might as well jump into it.
Yeah, let's jump into it because you wanted to talk about it and I think it's a good topic.
So, I don't know, I'm starting to feel like the world has become too trendy. You know, I remember like back in the day when something happened, you kind of focused on it and, you know, you let people know what was going on and how it can affect you. But now it's like, people are always looking for the next big thing. They're kind of like monetizing everything now. And it's like, now you're monetizing war. That's crazy to me. Like, this war is more important than this war. Oh, now that war is old. Let's focus on this one. It's crazy. And you watch the different news outlets. You know, I watch the American news every day. And they're talking about something completely different. They don't even mention what's going on over here. Nah, but here they're mentioning like what's going on here, but not so much. It's like a mix. But like I feel like America is so trendy. Like it's like, okay, well that's over with. Let's focus on this right here.
It's hyper capitalism too. It's like what else can you expect?
Yeah, I mean even with like natural disasters, they do the same thing.
Yeah,
it's like something that happened here. Where they need funding and stuff, it's like, oh, okay, they just had a hurricane over here. Let's focus on this. This right here never happened.
but it begs the question too, like, how are we supposed to report on it? I mean, this stuff is happening here in Ukraine, for example. This stuff is now happening in the Middle East, in Palestine and Israel. Like, are we supposed to talk about both things? Or,
I don't think that's how like news and media kind of like works. Like, there's a hot topic and like. That's what they're talking about, and then you have to continue to like speak on the facts of like topics. Where it's just like updating, and I feel like it's gonna be hard to bleed back to both. Whereas like I understand the point where it's like there's a war going on in Ukraine and y'all talking about some dumb shit.
How often?
Like, what do you mean some dumb shit? Like,
well, like something
like pop culture shit?
Yeah, y'all talking about something that happened in pop culture. So
Right.
okay, now y'all are being like not only oblivious, but like this is just like stupid. But like, you know, one war taking, you know, like I guess like more so like that leading in media over another one. Leading role over another one is just like
this is what's crazy. Like how often do you look at like do you go to news websites like CNN or Fox News or
I get like updates on CNN.
Yeah, me too.
So like if you look at Monday through Friday, it's like war. And then you hit the weekend, it's like Trump
shooting, school shooting.
It's like the war is stopped. Now it's like, let's report this or this. And it's
I don't know how that works.
It's crazy. Like the war takes a break.
With regards to output in the media.
I think it just goes to trend. I think it goes to what's
what is
hot,
that trend though?
Because
there's topics. So just like if you reverse engineer it, it's just like, okay, war falls under what topic?
Fear and...
Well, it's just like, okay, like there's politics, there's pop culture.
Oh, you mean like sports and politics
sports.
and...
What does war fall under?
World news, politics.
World news, I guess. Yeah, like world news.
Geopolitics.
You have to feed all those avenues, right? As a media, you're in the media industry.
Right,
you can't like you have to feed all those. So it's just like, and I don't know how this works. This is just me like speculating, but it's just like Monday through Sunday. It's just like maybe Monday through Friday. It's like, you know, we'll feed, and then on the weekend it's like we're not gonna keep feeding war stuff. We're gonna feed more so like maybe pop culture and politics, more lighthearted stuff as we get into the week. We can get back into like, you know, world.
If you frame it like that, then like maybe the media is not the issue. It's just us that's the issue. We keep making these things happen. These terrible things, unfortunate thing happens, and media is media. Like you said, like they have to do their.
Well, a lot of times it doesn't have to be like bad. Like you gotta think like Usher. Like now Usher's getting like a lot of like TV time because it's leading up to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So now they're trying to feed like clips of Usher. It's like bah everywhere you look. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's kind of weird.
That gets so tough too, because like I feel like it works like with algorithms too, and it's just like, is it the media industry, or is it just like how algorithms work even like on Instagram and all that stuff, where it's just like depending on something will catch, where it's just like it's not that they're not talking about this or they haven't posted any articles on it. There are probably articles on it, but it's just like however algorithms work. I don't know if you can blame media. Where it's just like this is catching on.
We're the algorithm. We're the data. You know, we're the source of how it's gonna catch back. Or how
like there is a responsibility that falls on us as the consumers for like what catches traction and what doesn't.
But then it's reverse engineered and it's also conditioned by the media. So this is a big crazy cycle.
Yeah.
You know. So how do we break this cycle of them using terrible events as trends and as like, you know, clickbait or something of that nature?
Man, I'm not saying it's bad because I like to be informed. But what I'm saying is like, don't go like 100% like punching in our face and boom, and all of a sudden boom, you're not even talking about it no more. Let's move on to this.
So you don't. So for example, you don't see anything about the Ukraine war.
No, because that's the thing. Like, even I was talking about it to my family the other day. But like, if you go on CNN, like I remember when we talked about it, we went on CNN, and obviously the first thing you go on CNN was the war in the Middle East, and the second was Ukraine. It's a little further down, but like the big picture is, you know, the war, the hospitals, everything going on, and then like literally a smaller picture is, but it's just like what is taking the forefront right now is obviously the whole Israel thing, you know.
The new situation.
I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the problem.
When was the last time we had two major situations like this going on?
Because like I'm hearing stuff about South Korea and like China right now too. Like
Wow.
CNN, it's not that CNN just not reporting on this shit.
Maybe they're like, oh shit, like we gotta get
Shit
some
is
people
getting-
out there. We gotta get some people out there. We
Shit
gotta
gets
get
pumped out.
Yeah,
It's all that shit been going on. Like what you got like what you call them, like rogue reporters and stuff like Vice, who were reporting on this shit before it even happened.
Sure.
But now that it's big, it's in the spotlight.
Right, all the major outlets are at it, covering it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. For me, I know I'm really interested in wondering why people took so long to start voicing their opinions about this new war. But I feel like it's more of like a personal thing.
Stop voicing.
No, start. They started voicing their opinions about the war, about between Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, what is that about?
I think it touches deeper nerves. I think it touches
religion.
Not only religion, but
It's too close to home.
it's race. It's a race thing. Like literally, it's like a race thing.
Yeah, it's too close to home.
It's deeper than territory. You know
We
what I'm
might be
saying?
here all day, bro. Because I've been thinking heavy about this like lately, just like even within like other subjects.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to divide, because I have this theory where, in my opinion, I think the America is the greatest civilization to ever exist, and that's not like greatest isn't like it's the best, but just like with regards to like it being interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there is something about like the divide within races, culture, religion that is like that you can't get away from within whatever society you're from.
Right.
Obviously, we have our race relations in America. That's what we've had, and I feel like with the Ukraine-Russia thing, there is no really like divide. There's not that divide.
They're almost the same people in a way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. But that's
Same
not like
origins,
that's
yeah.
not like the conflict.
Right.
When conflict is because there's a divide, I feel like that is more so like compelling.
Yes.
Everybody because when it's a divide, it's like okay, like where who
Difference,
decide with?
yeah,
It's
right.
just like what's your opinion on this?
Yeah.
Well, it's Russia and Ukraine, and it's just like bro, it's like
It's territory.
it's territory thing, but like when there's like a divide amongst amongst sides within religion, culture, race,
right. Skin tone, all of that.
people like that gets like compelling like
I saw a question on the internet that was like, why does it seem like a lot of African Americans are taking the side of Palestine when they're racist towards black people? So they said, and I'm like, because we have empathy for people. We just naturally have empathy for people.
And I mean,
so we care. No matter how you feel about us, we have empathy for you.
Right.
That's a good thing sometimes, and it's a bad thing sometimes. But that's just our nature.
Yeah.
We just empathize for people. No matter how you treat us or what you say about us, it's like we still care about you.
Yeah. And I think, on top of that too, when you're talking about land that was promised to a certain type of people and they're forced off their land. I don't know the whole story, disclaimer, I don't know the back end of it, but when you're talking about these figures, when you're talking about these ideas, I think that's what strikes the strings of a lot of people. Discrimination, moving people from the land where they're supposed to have settled to another place where they might not want to be. I think it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff going on, and that's why you see
there's a lot of hands involved.
Right.
It's so, bro. It's just so deep because, like, come on. I mean, it's deep. It's way deeper than we as the general public,
right, for sure,
can process.
For sure,
because there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, funding wise. Mm-hmm. That you're like, why can't they do something? Come on.
It's a lot of money. There's a lot of money.
Let's
I mean, even Saudi Arabia now has got into it, their name starting to pop up, and they're pretty much saying like the U.S., hey, we know you're behind this in some type of way.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, we want you to pull out, and we want you to really try to encourage and de-escalate the situation, or we're gonna come into it. But I feel like
no. I'm not saying that now.
No, I'm just saying that even in that tone, more money's now coming into the situation.
I don't feel like the U.S. is behind it.
No, I'm not saying that they're behind it, but I'm saying a big power, a big economic monster as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned. They're putting their nose now into the business.
Yeah.
So
and that's where I feel like America is on the business side of it.
Right. I don't know. It's crazy times.
I can go deeper into it when we talk.
I grew up in church, and we go through the book of Revelations a lot, and they talk about the end times and wars and rumors of wars and pestilence and famine and shit like that.
But nothing new is nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So like you can take Bible verses, and every year you can have the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can remember my brother was in I think he was in Afghanistan. I'm on the phone with him, and I can hear the missiles coming in. Everybody forgot about that. Afghanistan and Iraq. When a lot of troops lost their lives over there, including an NFL player. Forgot his name.
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman. It's just like that happened. And
wow. War is crazy. Well, condolences to all the families who's lost loved ones.
My God.
Both sides. Israeli, Palestinian, it's really crazy out there.
Let's talk about so the guy. So they've been saying that Brandon Marshall's going around doing like a smash campaign on guys.
You tuned in on that more, right?
Yeah.
What happened? I haven't heard.
So and I used to love I Am Athlete, man. I just couldn't wait till that shit came on. I'm talking about from the jump, from the first show. And as it went on, it actually got better. And I feel like Brandon Marshall did a good job with putting the right people together and things like that and giving people opportunities. But he went on Cam Newton podcast. And on Funky Friday, and Cam Newton basically telling him like, "Hey man, like y'all squash this shit, like y'all."
Shout out to Cam for kind of keeping it real with him too.
Yeah. I didn't see that episode. But questioning him, like, don't you think that, but yeah.
He kept
two sides of the story.
Yeah, Cam did a good job of keeping it real with him, but not having Brandon Marshall on some
tirade shit.
Yeah, because I feel like it could have Cam could have maybe handled it to where Brandon could have turned into a tyrant on there, but I think he handled it well with his line.
He got on Ryan Clark, and I thought, and I didn't think he had
on everybody. Ryan Clark and
Fred Taylor,
Fred. Channing.
Shannon Sharp.
Did he say anything about Ocho?
Nothing bad. And I mean, I don't feel like he was straight out just talking shit. He was more so.
He was talking out his mouth.
He was more so explaining, trying to explain and his version of the story and why I Am Athlete fell through.
He sounded crazy.
And how he felt afterwards.
You know what he's probably going through? I don't know if they fell through the whole organization, the whole thing of I Am Athlete.
No.
He still has the gym and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, he still got a podcast.
But I feel like he's probably saying yo, I'm kind of the pioneer of this.
Because that's the thing. I saw, what's his name? Is it Fred?
It's I think it's deeper than that. Because
Channing was kind of talking like Brandon. I saw a clip of Channing talking like Brandon was saying that he made me.
Yeah, and I saw the whole show. And Channing was basically, they were asking Channing how does he feel about what Brandon Marshall said? And Channing was basically, motherfucker, you ain't make me. I was doing this shit. I was me before you. And he was
he made the show pop
because
he kind of made the show pop
because
energy.
Brandon Marshall was saying that outside of the show, he was pitching these guys different ideas, and they were kind of not following through with them. And then when he was when the money got involved, because he said he told Shannon he's like, hey, like what you want? Like what do I have to give you? Chad was like, man, just give me $250 and I'm good. But I guess when they figured out how much that was going on and stuff like that, then he was saying like, they were like, nah,
I need more.
yeah. And Brandon was like, well, damn, like what Brandon said his original idea was to bring them on I Am Athlete and have their own podcasts or their own shows within the I Am Athlete like family. And I guess that wasn't the plan.
Speak to the part where, because I remember I saw a clip of Brandon Marshall saying that like, and he worded it nicely. Like Brandon Marshall didn't get out of his like, he didn't get into like crazy mode, but he was just like saying that like he would tell them to work on your craft outside of this. He was just saying like Shannon will kind of just show up to the pod and kind of just like freestyle. He was just like, oh, work on your craft outside of this and do this, etc.
And he was telling him like he been told Shannon to get his teeth fixed, and he been told Shannon to do all this stuff.
And for me, so that's out of pocket to talk about. And I guess you are on a podcast, and there's like.
But it was like Funky Friday. He was like, you want me to keep it funky, so I'm gonna keep it funky. And then he was talking shit about T.O., but he was like, yeah, like I used to respect that guy, you know, woo. Because you know him and T.O. got into it because they put a bet down on a race, and Brandon never came through. And T.O. was like kind of pissed about it, and they had their back and forth.
Feels like maybe he's going through something and he's trying to lash out, and that's the only.
Well, they were all neighbors and shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I think it's deeper than just like the podcast. Because let's say with us, I don't feel like I would ever let this shit get in the way of friendship. It's like it's a podcast,
right?
Like but
that's what
know how niggas act with money.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I remember a lot about what Fred T was saying. He was like, you know, we didn't have the business buttoned up. If we would have had it buttoned up, when things come down the road, when things come down the path, everybody understands what is what because we've all signed it on the dotted line, right? Exactly. So we can't be surprised.
And Fred was like, he wasn't gonna sign. Fred was like, he wanted what he wanted.
Right.
And I guess he didn't want to give it to him. So that was that.
Yeah. I think it's really important when money comes involved and things of that nature, you have to be on point because that could ruin easy, quick.
Yeah. Even my friend, I have a friend that I'm working right now with the Evo shit, and like a really good friend of mine. And I remember when we first started it, we were just like, you know, kind of like, let's just work together. Like we don't need like a contract or anything like bonding, but you know, from his background and what he knows and kind of just like me just being smart enough, it was just like we knew that he offered something and he brought something and I offered something and I brought something, and even though we are friends, there had to be a contract involved. We had to involve lawyers, right? So we have like a contract, and we have a contract now. It's just like we're still great friends, but it's just like it gets to a point where like this right now may be a podcast, and then there'll be a point where it's just like, you know, as good a friend as we are, and it's like I may trust you, we need to have a binding contract. Like if this is gonna be a business, it's just like.
Because if it booms and there's money being made, everybody got to take care of their families. Everybody got to take care of themselves. So you feel like somebody's dogging you snaking you, then that's no good. Let's all have it written down.
I'm like, big smokestack over here. Give me what you owe me. Give me what you owe me.
Yeah, that's wild. I feel like Brandon Marshall. I haven't followed the story, but that sounds to me a little bit like a little envious because, bro, I'll be honest. In my perspective, they really started a trend. Athletes coming on the podcast, on the video, and like just kicking it.
I will be envious too because I feel like the pivot has taken off.
Pivot's taken off.
Like because he was talking shit about it like when they left, and on that first podcast when he brought Pac-Man in, he was kind of talking shit about it. And I knew from the way they were talking on the podcast, I knew they were talking shit about it outside.
Right.
The podcast. So
well, I mean, not even just the pivot, but you got guys in sports, you got music artists, hip hop.
It seems very trendy for like podcasts to break up. Like that podcast, like breaking up thing is like.
I hate it.
I was thinking, bro. If you start thinking
that
about it
shit
too,
is very trendy.
But is that trend or is that content too?
Exactly. It could be content.
A lot of shit starts.
Some of it seems a little bit too staged.
I feel like when
too serious.
When outside people get involved, kind of like with my favorite, used to be my favorite fucking podcast, Mike Tyson with hot boxing. Like when it first came out, it had so much substance to it, and then like now it still has substance, but it ain't that like intimate feeling like you sitting in a room with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Evan Britton was a good like yin and yang with Mike Tyson. But now he bringing on like Who Kid and Who Kid cool, but like I don't feel like that. They don't have that same energy.
But Mike Tyson's blowing up more. It's like,
Sebastian.
It feels like your favorite band, kind of just like
man.
Because I've seen it with the Mike Tyson podcast, and then you see
I Am
the Joe podcast. You see what I Am Athlete. I'm sure it's happened with like other podcasts. But I'm like, what is it? Is it like friends going into business and they don't really, it turns into some fun shit turns into some business shit.
It's other people. Even you watch
everything is different though. What was the Mike Tyson?
Bruh.
What was the Mike Tyson part?
I didn't really follow Mike Tyson.
What you mean?
What was the reason for the Mike Tyson breakup? It was like
other people coming in saying, "Hey, you need to do this. You need to bring this guy in."
That were part of the show.
We give him this money. You get this money. Like
see, that's what I'm thinking. Is like,
and this
it
is
always
why
seems like
breakup.
I Am Athlete was I Am Athlete money.
Yeah,
the Joe Budden podcast was money.
It's all money.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like
it's like, Jay, you just started a podcast, you deserve this right here. Just give them this.
Nah, but it could also be different ideas that ultimately come about. Like someone
that was part of it too.
Someone that wants to go single, it's like, I think my music won't really gel with the group, so I'm gonna be a single artist. I'm gonna be a solo artist.
Yeah,
that could be
happens
sometimes too.
That happens.
That's funny as fuck. I'm just ready to
but it's happening every time.
Blow up, and Dre over here walking in with his fucking Italian leather, and me and Tim got fucking
sweats and shit, Crocs. Like damn, bro.
You got a new flannel joint. I saw this in the store, bro. I'm peeping you too. Don't worry about it. You got new threads too.
He owns the company. He deserves it.
So I don't deserve a jacket.
The new.
I think he hiding
leather.
I ain't gonna say it.
He hide the bonus.
Yeah, on 58 views. Yeah, all right. The bonus.
He making the quiz go down.
The bonus.
Yeah, we ain't bringing in no cash.
Yeah, all right.
No money.
Yeah, right.
And they come here with a new jacket.
Man, where you get that Ferrari from?
Yeah, this nigga get rolled up in a solar car.
Right.
He got a Tesla outside.
Here my son.
Right, it's a solar car. It's a solar.
He got a Tesla outside.
Bro, what? Yo, shout out to my new team, but they got me driving a manual. They got me driving a stick.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
You jealous?
I love driving manual.
Really?
I love driving manual.
Bro, I think that shit's so.
I think it's so fucking 1970.
So
1960. It's unnecessary, bro.
Oh my god.
Unless you ride on a lawnmower or something.
Only reason I don't like manuals if you're in like a city and it's like crazy.
Bro.
Well, yeah.
If you in a sports
easy
car
on the highway. It's just like driving a regular car. But
if you in a sports car, bro,
crazy.
if you in a Lamborghini or something, okay, cool. But if you driving a sedan,
bro,
I drove manuals enough to where it's like it does come in. It comes
easy to you, okay. But I love driving, and like for the past week and a half, I've never been so stressed out having to drive in my life. Like
when did you learn? I learned here in Hungary. My first year in Hungary.
When did I learn? I never really learned it. I've tried it from time to time again, but I learned it last week.
Really?
Yeah. I was on an intersection a couple days ago, and I think I stalled right there like 10 times. I had to put the hazards on. It's
like he talked said about the chopsticks. He was like, use a fork.
Nah, chopsticks is different, man. That's just fly. But man,
manual's fly too, though.
No, it's not.
A manual is fly.
If you in a Benz or a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or some shit like that, okay, cool. But
sedan,
a regular car,
I can feel that.
Because I'll be loose when I drive too. I'll be getting it in. I be doing some crazy shit too.
What
But
you
I can't
doing?
do it when I'm on a manual. I like to just drive loose. Like I just like to be.
Nigga, you can be loose.
You officer of the law, don't listen to him. He ain't that
But one of these here.
But you not like that. You like this and like this.
Right here,
You
nigga.
gotta do too much.
You gotta do way too much. You way up, bro. You stalling like a motherfucker.
Nigga, clutch, let off. You drop. You just letting that bitch up. You gotta yeet.
Boy, shout out to that boy, Mike. Oh, man.
I heard about it.
That boy was stopping in the middle of the road. Slapp, you wanna ride? I was like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Hey,
Shit backfiring. Like, damn, bro.
Yeah, that shit's fun. It's fun because it's like a new experience.
and you really get to like you get a new
I'm stressed.
feel
I'm
for
stressed.
a car.
I'm
though.
stressed.
You really get a feel for a car because like, when I go from driving, sometimes like when I was in Spain last time, Mallorca, I was driving manual and I was loving it, and then you go back to driving automatic and you like damn, I can feel the transmission kind of like changing gears on its own.
Yeah.
Great.
This is
Gas stop. I'm driving.
2023. And
Let me just chill. Let me put on my music.
I'm the old nigga.
That's why you need to have two. That's why you need two whips.
Back in the day.
Two whips.
And the manual and automatic.
Oh, manual and automatic.
Alright.
Back in the day.
Drake has.
Y'all gonna start a narrative?
You started there. You didn't start a podcast.
This nigga lied. He was making millions of dollars.
He's making millions.
That's all right.
He cut us out of it. He didn't tell us nothing.
That boy,
You saw the Balenciaga shoes, the black shoes he had on last podcast.
They looks like one of the managers back in the day. Here you go. I want to give him the keys to a car. Here you go. But what Dre on my bonus at, man? Where's my money? Hey, you got to drive me Cadillac, ain't you?
You like driving Cadillac?
I'm asking questions.
Remember that time you went on the bus?
That nigga said, "Oh boy."
Didn't I just buy you that house over there? Yeah, but where's my money?
Nah, bro, we need a lot more views. So subscribe
Yeah, for
to
real.
the podcast.
Yeah, that's right. We get
Can't
that.
get to that
So
point.
we can all have leather jackets.
So we can break up.
So we can break
Right.
up.
Damn, I can't wait to break up.
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't mind it, nigga, if it means we making millions of dollars.
I'm telling
Or
you, bro. I
as
feel like
Slapp said, he wanted
And
to
I'm
take
gonna talk
250.
shit. This shit is like when you give somebody the blueprints to a secret bunker. Yeah, it's right here.
they still don't go in that village.
They know where it's at though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not a secret no more. So now we can't do schedule the goddamn breakup because y'all done told the whole shit. God damn.
Go back to episode 15 where they,
Bro, you playing? I can recall just I Am Athlete or Hot Boxing. I can recall that. Busting with the Boys too. I like that podcast.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce and his brother.
What you have to do is build the story too, where it's just like, you know, people notice that shit too. It's like, damn, episode 30, like you can kind of see, like,
Yeah.
They're talking shit about each other.
Type
Is
episode
that real?
45, episode 56. Look at how Andre's looking when Kim says something, and we just do it on purpose.
Conspiracy shit. Motherfuckers be conspiracy theorists. They be like,
Hey,
look back at that.
it's crazy that I was saying the same shit yesterday. I was like, it's crazy that when people become famous, there's a group of people in the world who are looking at them saying, hey, I think he's a lizard.
Yeah.
And then they'll have it. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you?
I think he's a lizard.
That's what I was saying about
tinfoil people.
Jay-Z and Beyonce and all that. I'm like, Kim Carter. I'm like, people forget that they still human.
I'm not gonna front. After like some time, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I started to question. And Chris Brown, that's my boy. Like I fucking love Chris Brown. I'm like, is Chris Brown like? No, but is he like a clone?
No.
Like, is it? Well, when he started coming out to do interviews, he was, he smokes a lot and shit like that. His interviews be like kind of awkward.
You gotta understand what Chris.
It's like, can a guy like that translate to the person on the fucking concert stage?
Yeah, I feel
Flips
like
and shit like that.
You gotta understand.
I know he's fucking in tune to his craft. This man dance every day.
You gotta understand when Bow Wow came out.
Bow Wow.
No, yeah, listen to this
Chris Brown
shit.
and Bow Wow.
When Bow Wow came out, bro, when he was a little kid, bro, he had grown-ups like, oh shit, that motherfucker hard. Bow Wow moved up, then came who?
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Romeo.
Yeah, Lil Romeo, come on.
Yes, Lil Romeo. They even had a basketball game. Like grown-ups were watching them, bro.
Which is that y'all.
Bow Wow turned into Lil Romeo.
Y'all had a lame ass.
You had Bow Wow and Lil Romeo. They were going against each other.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So
wait.
after that, after Bow Wow and Lil Romeo, then you had Mario and Chris Brown.
I don't get.
But all they were kids, bro. They were kids. They were little kids coming from like fucked up situations, but they put them in show business. So when they got older, that shit just came out of them. Shit, they ain't nothing new.
Or are you saying because they done this for so long, that's why they became successful?
No, I think.
No. What I'm saying is the shit that you see Chris Brown doing.
Yeah, because he's been doing that for forever.
Yeah, he was raised in it. So it's like it's nothing new.
I mean, he wasn't doing the shit that he was doing earlier on in his career.
No,
I feel like that gets difficult too, because it's just like you looking at like bro, imagine you just hold somebody that does not know me holds me to how I hold myself in an interview and in a concert. It's like, yeah, he acting different. It's like, nigga, no. That day I didn't feel like doing that fucking interview.
Nah, bro. He all his interviews is like consistent. He's very kind of like, he look high all the damn time.
Yeah. He probably is. Or tired.
So what I'm saying is like,
or drinking red wine.
Or drinking red wine.
But
I'm just from my perspective, it's like an adulation. It's like a wow, like how can someone be this fucking talented? It's dope. It's so dope.
That nigga is just like that. It's niggas in the hood all day who do backflips off a house. Mm-hmm. It's like it's just natural to them.
Awesome.
It's guys in college. It's guys I'm pretty sure you know in college who could drink and smoke all day and then go out and run a fucking 4.40 and practice like nothing ever happened. Mm-hmm. Went to the whole club the night before. So some guys they just talented, man.
He's coming out with a new album too. He said he's supposed to drop it 11/11, but I think he's gonna drop it 9/11. I think he dropped that shit tonight. New Chris Brown album.
New Chris
11/11 on 9/11.
He just gifted, man.
He's dope.
New Chris
Breezy.
Like Bow Wow kind of fell into that hammer track.
Why are you talking about Bow Wow?
Because they came out around the same time.
And Chris Brown?
Yeah.
I think
came out around the same time. I'm talking about like
Bow Wow came out a little earlier, but I guess I see what you're saying.
Came out a little earlier, but as far as like the way
yeah, but no one
like, oh Bow Wow, I think he a thug and shit. I'm like, look who he grew up, look who he was around. Snoop Dogg and JD and in Atlanta doing Freaknik.
Oh, I think we're on two different paths. I'm talking about the conspiracy theorists based off of how great somebody is. You're just basing it
No. You're saying when he does like an interview or something, he always seems hot and shit.
No, I'm basing it off of because they're so successful.
Oh.
Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, or they're in the Illuminati.
You don't know
Chris Brown's a clone.
You know
Drake is, I don't know.
You know what my theory is? Some people are just meant to be.
Yeah, for sure.
It just is what it is.
Superstar.
No matter how much they fuck up, they're meant to be that who they are. It's like some people are meant to be fucked up. No matter how hard they try
I don't know about
to get better, bro.
I'm meant to be fucked up?
I don't know.
Are meant to be fucked up.
What?
Nah.
Nigga, your sole purpose in this life, you're burdened to, you're cursed to be
It's fucked up through our eyes. They don't see it that way. It's like if a person chooses to be homeless. Some people do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I don't know if you met these type of people, but I'm saying I feel like some people make that choice. I'm going to do this. And I think that they're probably conditioned to do it too, in a way.
Yeah.
It's like you see, go to a hood some shit. You see fucking 13, 14-year-olds with these big ass guns and shit. Yeah, motherfucker, this on da. They're conditioned to be this way. They don't care about living until fucking 21.
Yo, speaking of guns, did you guys see that story about the father and the son getting killed in Brooklyn?
Yeah. Did you see it?
I saw. Nah, I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Oh, the whole thing.
Hold on, tell me what happened.
So there was a dispute between a family in Flatbush and
Flatbush. I used to live in Flatbush.
Yeah. I guess the top floor family was home to a father, son, and a wife, and downstairs was a neighbor who was a ex-CEO or something like that, and they had some disputes, and a few days ago, the guy downstairs, he went upstairs to complain about the noise. There was like a noise complaint. And he went upstairs, he confronted the family upstairs. The man of the house upstairs came outside after a while, threatened him with some scissors, right? They were trying to squash the beef. The wife comes out, tries to get in between the man and the other man. It looks like it's being de-escalated. And then the guy from downstairs pulls a gun out, and then the man upstairs tries to retreat, and the guy with the gun shoots the man upstairs. The son is bystander. He tries to, 27 or something?
Son is 27?
Son is 27.
Well, from
the
what?
But the son is trying to leave and trying to exit the situation because he sees a guy with a gun, and the guy with the gun.
I saw the video.
He tries to run away.
Did you see the video?
No.
So it was the family was the guy who was a pretty big Haitian guy.
But don't put.
No, just listen to me.
I know. I start from the part where I got wrong about
the family. The family was his wife.
Yeah.
Him and his wife were arguing. He had a son who was pretty big too.
Mm-hmm.
And a daughter.
Okay.
The daughter was standing back. The wife went and tried to talk to the guy. The guy was like kind of short in stature, but kind of like, wide. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you.
But when you start to do that
Just
gives
listen.
bias as to what happens in a situation.
Yeah, okay, listen, but I feel like
It's important?
Yes, it's important.
Nigga was kind of big. All right, good.
Yeah. So the father went to the guy's face. Y'all think this shit funny? I saw the video.
No, I don't think it's
So
funny.
I just think it's funny because Drake's like, don't
came-
paint the picture for what it is. It's like, don't point out the fact that he was a tall. You sound like one of them white reporters. He was a tall black man, had a do-rag on.
But it's real.
It's true. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So
I was trying to stay away from that.
Some people label him as
So
a
hold on. So put it this way. If I got a pair of scissors in my hand,
You're not telling the story.
y'all gotta let me finish.
You biased. You paint a angle picture.
Yeah.
No, because you talking like it was like this happy family.
No, no. Exactly.
Let Fox News go. This is Fox.
But I was already started talking.
Let me tell the real version. You try to fucking sugarcoat it. All right.
You try to sugarcoat it.
This bald headed nigga came out the apartment. He had a pair of big ass scissors in his hands. His daughter standing in the background. His son standing over there, big as hell for his age now. Well, he's 27, so he's a big ass dude with a fucked up afro. So he walks up to the short bald headed guy. Mm-hmm. They're arguing. The wife tries to pull him back. He like fans her off, and then he like starts talking to her crazy. He comes back, says some shit, and then he kind of storms off. The guy pulls the gun out, shoots his ass. The son tries to charge him.
So the guy that stormed off was the guy with the gun?
No. Was the guy with the knife.
Right.
I mean, was the guy with the scissors. So when he pushed his wife, him and his wife was the whole reason the guy was up there in the first place.
Yeah.
The noise complaint.
Yeah, the noise complaint. So when he pushed his wife back, he went back in the guy's face.
No, he didn't.
He did. Did you see the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
You just said you didn't see the video.
I saw the video of him retreating. I said
exactly. You didn't see the whole video. I saw the whole video.
I saw the part when he started to retreat and the guy pulled the gun out.
You saw the first part. so can I finish?
I was trying to tell the story in the first place. All right, go, and I'll tell you the other part.
Because you didn't see the whole video though.
But I saw the part before.
I saw both.
But they didn't show the execution part.
Let me finish that.
This is the execution.
So look. So
he's biased. I don't know why.
Nah, I'm not biased. So the guy said some other shit in his face, and he stormed off because it was two videos. It was one when he had a shirt on, and one when he didn't have a shirt on. Mm-hmm. So I
saw the one with the shirt on. Which
as he's walking off kind of fast, the guy pulls a gun out like fuck it, pow. The son is not trying to get out of the way. The son is trying to fucking get the gun. And he shoots the son. Pop. And then he walks back up to the guy and shoots him again. Pop, pop.
And then what does he do to the son?
And then,
What's he do to the son?
He just leaves the son. And he walked into the apartment right next to theirs. He knocks on the door, walks into the apartment, and the video is off. So he shot the son. He shot the son in self-defense. But the guy, it was personal.
In self-defense.
So, yeah, because the son, when the son saw him shoot his dad, the son tried to charge him to get the gun out of his hand.
That's not. You can't say that in a motherfucking courtroom.
But check it.
I shot the son in self-defense, and after I shot this nigga.
That was retreating. But check it. What happened with the father? Tell him what happened with the father.
He walked up to him like execution style and shot him again. Bow, bow.
Man,
that shit was personal.
Man was rolling.
That's a real hood nigga right there.
Yeah, that's what he said. He shot him just like that.
He was awake.
Why you keep putting your arm right here?
Yeah.
You know, this nigga act like that shit got crazy kickback. This nigga.
Yo, he had a.
That's what he did.
That gun looked crazy though. It had a fucking green beam on it and shit.
And this is what I'm telling you. The dude wasn't a big dude, bro.
He wasn't skinny like.
He wasn't skinny. But the other dude wasn't like. The other dude was pretty fucking tall compared to him. And the son.
So that gives him justice to shoot somebody. That gives him leeway to shoot somebody because he was
the son. Yeah.
Anybody.
Nigga, what are you saying, nigga? He just shot somebody.
Okay, he just shot the dad. Your big ass son coming running up on him.
What would you do if someone shot somebody in front of your father? You're not gonna try to stop the person.
Yeah, I'll get my big ass shot too. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm just trying to paint the story. You trying to say the son is at fault for trying to protect his family?
That's what it sounds like. You saying it's like, oh, that nigga shouldn't have ran up. Like, boom, he got shot.
Pop.
Yeah, like there's only the murder of one person. He should go to jail for it. That nigga.
That's what y'all are saying.
No, it's not.
That's like what you're saying.
Because you're not letting me finish. Like.
Why you talking like that? Who talks like that?
You're not letting me finish. That nigga.
Who talks like that?
You're not letting me finish. So like I was saying, the son charged the guy. The son would
nigga.
The son would like
the son self-defense.
He's gonna what I feel, he's gonna get self-defense against the son, but he'll get charged probably with murder for the dad.
Probably.
Or manslaughter.
Probably.
It's not self-defense though. If one cop comes up to me and I shoot this cop, and then another cop comes to and if I shoot
cops,
it don't matter. I feel like okay, that's a crazy analogy. But if I shoot one person and all the other people try and jump me for shooting him, and this is an innocent bystander.
Depends on the laws.
It's not self-defense
because you didn't hear the first part. Let's hope the guy was sober. So he came to him with a big ass pair of scissors like he was going to stab him.
But he didn't.
Retreat or not,
and he retreated.
He came back to him after that, said some shit, so he could have been saying, fuck it, I'm going to get my gun. You never know what he said. So he walks away, and the guy's like, pop, pop. The son charges him.
He shot Buddy while he was walking away?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's jail.
It went like a slow bump. It was like, I'm going to get something.
That's jail.
Because he pushed his wife, like, bitch move.
Oh, so you trying to paint a narrative like the big guy was going to
This nigga is a defense attorney. This nigga is a lawyer already getting prepared for court.
Never mind. Never mind. What I was saying, what I was trying to say, the point was, never mind. Very tragic. The gun situation in the USA is wild. People running around killing each other.
Tell them about your concept when we were
in Japan. It's always on in Japan. This nigga Dre said.
No, let him say it. I remember.
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
Because I remember
how to solve this. How to solve the issue.
How to solve the issue in America.
Give everybody guns. Let everybody have guns.
Don't look at me, nigga. Look at the camera.
I move that in order to really stop the gun violence, we must and we must encourage everyone to hold and carry a gun so that people with them think that or know that other people have them as well, and they might not be so behooved to go out there and start killing innocent bystanders. Because what are they ultimately? Innocent bystanders. Why? Because they can't protect themselves. So if they had means to do so, We might not have.
I see myself now like
I
working
move
for Andre.
I move
in his presidency campaign, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm out of a job. That nigga, he's not gonna get elected. Nigga, supply everybody with guns, nigga.
Dave, what do I always talk about?
Deterrence.
I understand what you're saying. Like, I guess logically, like, as the words come out of your mouth, I can see like, oh yeah, but bro, no.
What do I always talk about? A blueprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a blueprint for it right here.
In Europe.
It's a blueprint.
Sure,
it's a blueprint.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we do. We do the same thing they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
Yeah, but how do you have to?
It's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just too late
So
because no, I'm saying you acting like the people who going out shooting 18 people are sane people. You're crazy if you shoot. You don't give a fuck if they got a gun or not. You just.
How do you know that?
If you're crazy, you're crazy, bro.
Come on, son.
I think personally,
Come on,
if you can go out and take another person's life with no remorse, your ass is crazy.
Well, that's the thing. But you know, who's to say people in Europe wouldn't do that?
Right. And you know that they're innocent. They can't defend themselves. Why
You don't think the same thing would happen in Hungary if people in Hungary had the same amount of guns? I'm sure there would be gun violence.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Well, I'm arguing with against.
He said give everybody a gun. I'm like, if you fucking crazy, you're not gonna care if they got a gun or not.
Oh, I thought you were saying
already crazy.
I thought you were saying like Americans have more crazy people. I don't think.
Oh, so you think crazy people are like, oh shit, I really want to kill people, but I can't get a gun.
Yeah.
No. So then, what is different from the other people?
I feel like you have to be mentally insane to kill somebody, or mentally conditioned to kill.
It gets difficult too because America's big as fuck, bro. America's big as fuck, and you can't like.
Bro, if you walk in a fucking elementary school and shoot 26 fucking kids, you're crazy.
100%.
Are you?
Dre.
Are you crazy?
Boy, stop.
But I'm saying, okay, but look at it as action.
Want me to define crazy?
No, look at it as an action, right? Crazy people. What does that mean?
It means you don't have a fucking conscience. You just do what the fuck you feel.
Well,
does that mean crazy?
Yes.
Why does it mean crazy? Why couldn't it be genius?
Because that's what separates your ass from a fucking chimp.
Because
being
you
able
don't
to
have
make
a
choices.
conscience.
Being able to make choices.
You made a choice to buy the guns. You made a choice to buy the magazines. You made a choice to know the logistics
You're
of
not
the school.
choosing. You're just doing it.
You made a decision to know that the school is going to be here. The people are going to be there. There's going to be security. You're going to disarm them. How you can be crazy?
And then they say, why did you do it?
Because they decided to do it.
But why?
That's the question. Why? Because they're crazy or they have something else.
Exactly. They can't explain it because they're fucking crazy.
But that's the thing that we run into. We just label people crazy. We label people.
No.
Yes.
Let's say you take a guy like Charles Manson. You ask him, why did you kill those people? He can tell you why.
Okay, so can someone else.
No, a lot of these guys are saying I was temporarily insane for the moment. They're not saying that's how they're trying to get off the death penalty.
And why would they say that? Because they're smart enough to give themselves a chance to say I was mentally insane.
Bro,
and some of them get off. No?
Your ass, if you kill somebody, your ass is crazy. Point blank.
What about
if you kill somebody
you're crazy?
If you kill somebody when it's not self-defense, like when they're not trying to physically harm you, you're fucking crazy, bro. If you can go out.
Well, I'll just leave it at this. There's something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you if you can go in and just kill innocent people.
Yeah, something wrong with you. Your ass is crazy.
And I feel like crazy is just an umbrella term.
Yeah,
Crazy is an umbrella term.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like crazy. What does that mean?
It means you have lots of mental illness.
Yeah, to define that underneath something else, just like nigga, you're crazy. It's just like, but yes, you can be
some shit black and white.
But crazy is just an umbrella term. Crazy can be it.
Do you think we should use these umbrella terms?
Yeah.
To label people.
Well, you can't use crazy in a courtroom.
Agreed.
He's mentally insane.
As we discussed about what some man did going
mentally
into
insane.
a school and killing a bunch of innocent people, we're gonna say crazy. You can't use somebody's crazy in a courtroom. You have to use like
what about
specific definitions.
What about the Unabomber? Was he crazy?
Yes.
You will say he's crazy, but I guarantee you in a courtroom, a lawyer cannot use the word, this man is crazy.
Yeah, I understand, but we know what crazy means. Even though it's a general term.
That's my point is what makes someone crazy? why does he have to be crazy? Why can't he be something else? You know
Like
what?
Like what?
He could be a smart person as well, who kills somebody.
It could be a smart person.
The point is this. A crazy person has to make certain decisions to do certain things, even if it's mass murder, even if it's terrorist attacks, right? Those people usually, if it's at a high scale, they're not crazy dumb. They might be crazy smart, right? So if you give other people means to defend themselves, those crazy smart people might be just so crazy smart to be like, you know what? I might not get away with this because everybody is going to be at my objective.
You'll get away because...
You crazy smart then.
No, I'm saying you'll get away because even like if you catch your wife cheating, there's a law where they'll say, oh, he was, I don't know the name
of it. In the moment?
It's like insane.
In the moment.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
in the moment.
Like crazy is kind of just like a social work.
But what I'm saying is, if I say crazy, I mean you're in that moment all the time.
Because like your definition of crazy may not be my definition of crazy.
Yeah.
My definition of crazy is you're in that moment
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people can function if they're in that moment.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
People
like,
do function.
We're talking about a word that can like crazy. The word crazy is just like can be fucking anything.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll just say you fucking crazy.
So I move once again.
This nigga said I move. Hold on, nigga. Talk with us before you make any movements in this motherfucker. You move to what?
Easy.
Give everybody guns. I think that could solve a lot of
hell no.
My motion. This is my motion.
No fucking way.
No VP. Not my VP.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hell, it's already like that. Are you crazy for making the choice not to have one?
Well, that's the thing. It's just like, bro, it's crazy too because like I've seen a video before when there was a dude that came into a restaurant in Texas where it's just like, bro, it's Texas. You know everybody in Texas is strapped. He came into a restaurant, tried to hold that bitch up for cash. Literally, as soon as he turned around, he got shot in the back of the head. Mm-hmm. Some dude was just like, whoop, bomb. And it's like, bro, why would you do that in Texas? Everybody's strapped.
Everybody?
In Texas, you crazy. Part, everybody. You're crazy. That's why you don't do it. Like, the fuck?
Or you desperate.
But it can drive you to be crazy.
Crazy on the spectrum.
I'm just saying, if you're not capable of making, the reason that we're human is that it's because we can make basically general good choices.
That's the thing, and I feel like people know the choice. Because like I've had Americans that have come over here, and there's a lot of Americans that come here and they act crazy as fuck. And they'll talk to certain Europeans out of their mouth. I'm like, bro, you would not talk to him like that if you were in America. Why? Because you know everybody in America is a threat. White, black, doesn't matter who they are. But they come to Europe and they start acting crazy. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, there is something about like that whole just like, you have to be careful because anybody can be anybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody can be strapped in America just because they come to Europe and they act the fuck up.
I just feel like they do it because
no one moves here.
Yeah, and a lot of the guys.
But that's the thing.
A lot of those guys aren't those guys back home. So it's just like.
But that's the thing. They wouldn't come and do that. Yeah. They wouldn't come to Europe and do that if they know Europe was kind of something like America, was just like niggas are strapped and people get shot all the time and everybody is on some.
Oh, I would always say you're not gonna go to Turkey and do that.
They feel the pressure when they step down on that.
You're not going to Turkey and doing that bullshit.
You've been to Turkey though.
What you mean?
You know that because you've been to Turkey. I feel like most people that are not well traveled.
No, if you're not well traveled and you go to Turkey, you gonna know that shit ain't flying.
You gonna feel that?
You gonna know it. It's like living in New York. You get out of Penn Station or somewhere. It's like, all right,
tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, give me 10.